Hey guys, well it's time for another Out of Breath Arm Store Packer Minute, the show where I walk around the neighborhood talking about the Packers and you watch to see if I get stampeded by a Mustang. And I'm in a particularly dangerous spot right now. I'm going to get crept up on from behind because I can't walk on the proper side of the road because there's a blind corner and a huge drop off. So here comes another one. I'm going to hold up until it's at least reasonably clear, and everyone in the neighborhood is going to be asking who this moron is, which is maybe what you're asking too if you've never seen the show. But I want to talk about the Packers, guys. I want to talk about this running game for both teams. Obviously, Packers play the Cowboys this coming Sunday. It's going to be a huge showdown. Cowboys, one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team in the league. Probably the most balanced offense in the league right now. Packers have been getting more balanced lately, but one of the concerns we've had this year, I just about went into the ravine. One of the concerns we've had this year has been this running game. Of course, the first time we played the Cowboys, Lacy was not healthy, but still in for at least part of that game, and to the tune of 67 yards, had a good and along a 25 in that game. Now, since then, a lot has changed. Of course, Lacy getting put on IR, and we didn't bring him back. I don't know what the situation is with him, whether we'll see him in a Packers uniform again or not, frankly, because he's in a contract year. There's another guy looking at me funny. He's like, man, I should have jerked the wheel over and knocked me off. He's in a contract year. He got hurt again, which has kind of been his MO. And the wind's picking up because it got warm. Snow's melting off. It is here, so it is probably whipping. I'll try to talk loud here. I should have put my microphone on. But the Cowboys boast as good a running attack as there is in the league. Fantastic offensive line. Incredible in the run game in particular. And Ezekiel Elliott's been tearing it up as a rookie. Probably Rookie of the Year candidate. Both he and Dak Prescott in that conversation. Dak finding himself in the conversation for MVP as well, which I think is BS, frankly. However, he does have 6 rushing touchdowns, so that's another thing that we're going to have to be concerned about in the ground game, is not just Zeke Elliott, not just the offensive line, but also the read option. We saw that hurt us in the initial meeting in Week 6 against the Cowboys. Getting caught inside on that read option was Kyler Fackrell in that game, and we can't have that happen. We didn't play a fundamentally sound game the first time around. If we don't do that this time, that run game is going to chew us up. However, the Packers now, with Lacy out, have found some answers. We've got Ty Montgomery, we've got Aaron Ripkowski coming on, able to play as basically a starting tailback even at times. We've seen that happen. So that combination, of course, Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott's got 6 ground touchdowns, but Aaron Rodgers has got 4. And add to that the 40 touchdowns in the regular season, which is well above what Dak Prescott will ever attain to. So Packers have a running game too. If we can mix this up a little bit, I don't see, here's the thing that nobody's talking about, although I did hear Mark Tauscher mention it this morning, is it's his dark horse too, or his sleeper in this game. And it's mine too. I just said it on Good Packer Nation Morning just a few minutes before I heard it from Mark, was Kristen Michael. I think Kristen Michael can have a big game. We saw Lacy had big holes open up. Our offensive line can manhandle the Cowboys' defensive line. We saw that the first time around. We can get it done again. If we do that, I think Kristen Michael, his speed, he can hit the hole faster than Lacy ever could. And so my dark horse in this game is Kristen Michael. Coach McCarthy has talked like he's wanted to get him more involved in the offense. We haven't necessarily seen it happen. A little bit more so with 10 carries of late. You get into that double digits, and when you got Aaron Rodgers, you're not going to have a running back necessarily carrying 20-plus times all the time. So we definitely saw some of what Kristen Michael could do. Some of it looked pretty good. So he's my dark horse in this game, and I do think he could have something to say and in a Packers win. Now, do I think, I'm not going to go to predictions just yet. I'll wait till Friday for that. But do I think we're going to have a 100-yard rusher? No. I think this game is going to be Aaron Rodgers' game to win. However, I think if we can mix in a little bit of run and be successful, this Packers team is going to be able to control the time of possession, which I think is going to be huge in this game, extremely important. To control time of possession, extend drives, put points on the board, and keep Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott and that phenomenal offensive line off the field as much as we can. So those are some of my thoughts on the running game. Here's to hopefully another big Packer win. I'm about to get trucked by a Mercedes. We'll see a car like that, I could probably take it. But those are some thoughts on the running game, which I think is going to be important. Although we all know, I think that this team is right now on the back of Aaron Rodgers. Defensively, if our defense can find a way to stop the run, even if it costs us in the passing game, I would rather square off against this offensive line in pass pro and Dak Prescott than I would like to square off against them in the running game and Zeke Elliott in the backfield. So hopefully we can get that attained. And that's going to do it for me for now. I will talk to you again soon. Have a great day. Take a walk. Go Pack.